Jed Busslinger, 21 disposals, 7 marks.
Yeah, Jed, was probably his best game that I've seen him play since I've been here this year, and speaking to the other coaches, probably the best game he's played for the club, which is really pleasing. We've been working on a lot of the contested stuff and just being free when he jumps and going at the ball and going at his opponent a little bit. And yeah, I don't think he got outmarked. He was able to halve or win most contests, and then to have a bit of the ball as well in the offensive side of the game was really pleasing. And he seemed pretty happy with his game, so I'm wrapped.
Rory Lobb, 8 disposals, 6 marks, 10 hitouts and a goal.
Yeah, Lobby started really well. He ended up tweaking his ankle, I think, in the first or second, and ended up finishing the game a little bit early in the third. But he seems to have come through fine. But yeah, he had some real presence down forward. It's always nice having a big target like that to be able to kick to, and then the smaller forwards to be able to work off his positioning. So he's playing some pretty good footy at the moment.
Charlie Clark, 12 disposals, 6 marks, 5 tackles and a goal.
Charlie was good. He was probably similar case to Artie Jones and Lachlan McNeil. They had their chances. I think Artie kicked a couple in the end. Charlie probably should have kicked 3 in the end, but there were just some opportunities that they probably wasted a little bit. But his pressure around the ball is good, and his pattern stuff he's getting more competent at that as a small forward, and he just brings a lot of energy, which is always good to have a player like that in the team.
Jordan Croft, 12 disposals, 4 marks, 4 clearances.
Crofty was good. Second game out for the club. Played a couple of weeks ago against Casey. He's still on restricted minutes, obviously, with a limited pre-season and a bit of an interrupted last month or two. But it was good. He played as a defender for the first half, and then we swung him forward and in the ruck and competed really well. Ended up having 3 shots at goal, which we'll do some work on that. It's not something that he's focused on over the pre-season. So just getting that confidence and realising that he can compete at the level, I think, is the biggest thing for Jordan, and putting games together is great.
James Harms, 34 disposals, 6 marks, 6 clearances, 1 goal.
Yeah, James was really impressive. Him and Ryley Garcia led the midfield stuff, the contested ball. He got it really going. He's a great offensive runner. Really gets out of the stoppage quickly. Probably gave away a couple of goals as well to his teammates, which is nice to see. But yeah, huge game from Harmsy, and puts himself right in selection frame.
Caleb Poulter, 22 disposals, 10 marks and 2 tackles.
Caleb was good. He played on the wing for majority of the day, and for him, he probably hasn't had some continuity in his footy. Played against Gold Coast, then played as a sub, then got dropped. So probably only played really a solid game in a month. Used the ball really well by foot. Probably squandered some. There he is now. Probably squandered some opportunity in front of goal, but he was pleasing. His field kicking was elite on the day, and he really set us up with the offensive use of the ball.
Dom Bedendo, 14 disposals, 3 marks and a goal.
Dommy was similar to the other forwards, I suppose. There were some opportunities there which he could have probably capitalised on a little bit more, but he looks lively when he flies into the contest, and it's just about getting that consistency, getting to as many contests as he can, winning or halving them, and then being lively when the ball hits the ground. But he's showing some good signs, Dom.
Joel Freijah, 20 disposals, 5 marks, 3 tackles.
Jolie was good. I just went through his stuff before. Defensively, he's playing that more mid-pillar defender, so getting exposed to a few more aerial contests and those types of things, and he's getting better. There's improvement every week with him. He's really receptive to what we're trying to do during the week, and then the offensive side of the game, that comes really naturally to him as a winger and half forward growing up. So getting the ball in his hands is a great user, and we're just continuing to work on the defensive side, getting that balance right, and he's improving every week, which is great to see.
Anthony Scott, 5 disposals, 1 mark. Yeah,
Scotty did his ankle early in the first, and it blew up pretty quickly. So he was pretty much out of the game by quarter time, which was disappointing for Scotty. So hopefully he doesn't miss this week, but if he does, it should only be a 1-weeker for him.
Lachie McNeil, 17 disposals, 4 marks, 3 tackles and a goal.
Yeah, Lachie was good. He was lively. Probably got into the game in the second half a little bit more, but again, similar story to Artie and Charlie. There were probably 3 opportunities he'd like back in front of goal, just with live play, and whether he could have used different options or instead just probably finished his work would have been more pleasing for him. But yeah, he's definitely continuing to get back to the sort of form that we saw in pre-season, and confidence is a big thing for him, and just continue to build on those things and string games together with the consistency.
Artie Jones, 8 disposals, 2 marks and 3 goals.
was great to see him get on the scoreboard to kick 3. Probably, in and out of the game a little bit in terms of momentum swings for him. So that's probably his biggest challenge, is just staying in the game for longer periods of time. And then the source pressure side of things, that's what's creating his opportunities, is staying involved in the contest when the ball hits the ground. And to finish with 3 goals is really pleasing for him. So just continue to build on those things and get the defensive side right, and then he'll get rewards on the scoreboard.
Caleb Daniel, 26 disposals, 4 marks, 3 tackles.
It's great to have Caleb back in the VFL. It was a pleasure for me to coach him down in the back half. He wouldn't have played VFL for a long time, so to come back, and he had a great attitude the way he went about it. Really invested in the younger guys, wanted to help them, build their games, and just his direction out there was awesome. It probably took him a little bit of time to adjust to the VFL. It's quite different speed to the AFL and those things. It's not as predictable as the AFL probably is. So his second half was really good. Get on the receiving end of a lot of ball as well. He was really important to our ball movement in terms of changing the angles and unlocking Essendon's defence, really.
Luke Cleary, 18 disposals, 8 marks.
Yeah, Clears was good. He continuing again to get back to that form he's had previously, in terms of being really hard defensively to play on, but then getting involved with possession gain stuff and being able to use his legs. He's a really good ball user when he does the simple things really well, takes the first option, and it's pleasing with Clears, just seeing him put some consistent games together.
Ryley Garcia, 35 disposals, 7 marks, 5 tackles, 5 clearances and a goal. Yeah,
Ryley was impressive, as I said before, with James Harmes. He really set the tone in there. The two of them together dominated that midfield. They have a pretty good ruckman, Essendon, and we were probably limited in that space with a couple of guys rolling through there that probably haven't played that much of that position. But Ryley was impressive to get on the scoreboard as well. The offensive side of his game was good, and again, similar to Harmes, he really puts himself in that frame for selection, which is great to see.
Alex Keath, 18 disposals, 9 marks.
Yeah, Chief was good down back. He's always pretty solid. Wins or halves most of the contests that he goes into. Just continuing to get involved in terms of the offensive side of the game as well. I'm big on all the defenders back there having a say in what our ball movement's doing and getting on the end of it. And it's pleasing. He drives. He commands the guys back there, and he's really obviously really experienced in what he does. But that's the way he plays, and other guys feed off that, which is awesome to see.
Ryan Gardner, 11 disposals, 2 marks, 4 tackles and also 16 hit-outs. Yeah,
Gardy, probably a different one for him playing ruck. Little bit limited with Lobby obviously doing his ankle reasonably early, and then Lachie Smith not being available this week as well. So Gardy, great opportunity to get him back. First came back for a little while after his layoff with his foot. And he embraced it. He loved the opportunity and the challenge to play ruck. Played a little bit forward as well, and his attitude was unbelievable, and I think the guys really fed off that. He embraced the challenge really well, and I thought the guys fed off that a lot. So it's good to see he got through unscathed and felt really good about it.